ATVRiders.com's continuing coverage of the 2009 AMA ATV National Motocross Series is brought to you by All Terrain Performance. ATP Racing Engines is a leader in the world of ATV racing performance, and SSI Decals. From graphics kits and custom numbers to shop stickers, SSI has you covered. Welcome back to ATVRiders.com's coverage of the 2009 AMA ATV Motocross Nationals. We hope you enjoyed Moto number 1, where Dustin Wimmer took the top spot, and here we are getting ready for Moto number 2. That's Harv Whipple, one of the AMA officials, checking to make sure everything is fair and by the books. Fan favorite John Natale is looking quite ready to ride. There's Wimmer getting some words of wisdom from his mechanic. Jamie Jones has been doing an awesome job with the 32nd board all season, and here we go as we're about to be underway here at Pleasure Valley Raceway. And we're off and racing as the riders race for the first turn. It's going to be the number 7 Honda, Joe Bird, taking the whole shot as the rest of the riders scramble to find room to fit their quads. Dustin Wimmer was staying with Joe Bird from the start, as both riders have proven they have what it takes to win races throughout the season. Bird, Wimmer, Gust, and Creamer are all within feet of each other as they fight for lines around the track. Wimmer is right on Bird going into the uphill section. Joe Bird has a quick look back to see that Wimmer is still knocking on his door. By the next lap, Wimmer had taken first place, but Bird was still staying on him, waiting for a chance to regain the lead. The race was close as the top 4 riders were neck and neck. Joe Bird regains the lead from Wimmer, and Josh Creamer passes Doug Gust out of camera in this race is something amazing. Your new order is Joe Bird, Dustin Wimmer, Josh Creamer, and Doug Gust. Wimmer's all over the back of Bird. Now Dustin Wimmer makes the pass back and takes over the lead for the second time. Joe Bird is a seasoned pro and no stranger to putting pressure on a competitor. Here Wimmer gets a little sideways and Bird is right there in case he bobbles. Doug Gust, running back and forth, has dropped off the pace just a little bit. It's still Wimmer and Bird on the gas, making their machines move as fast as they can. Come down to the last 2 laps, Joe Bird and Josh Creamer get around Dustin Wimmer. And then Dustin Wimmer gets back around Josh Creamer with 2 laps to go. And then at the white flag, it's Joe Bird, Dustin Wimmer, Josh Creamer, and Doug Gust. There they go, 1, 2, 3, and 4, just feet apart. Coming into the final corner wide. Looks like Creamer runs into the back of Joe Bird. The 2 are stuck. Wimmer and Gust take first and second, just feet before the finish. After a hard-fought battle, Joe Bird and Josh Creamer are stuck with the other riders just passing them. The 2 quads are locked, A-arms to axle, and the fans are going nuts. There goes Creamer's teammate, Chad Weenan. Joe Bird has some trouble with the hay bales, and Creamer ends up crossing the finish line ahead of him. There's the slow motion of Joe Bird. Overcome with frustration, reaches out and pops Creamer in the helmet. All the madness is left for one great race, and Dustin Wimmer being the overall victor.
1 was pretty exciting, which you taking the win, but Moto 2 was just off the hook. You know, the battles back and forth, and in the pro section, Joe Bird made that pass on you. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I was having a hard time down there the whole moto, and I guess he was just getting that line a little better than me and just sticking it, and it was good racing. He passed me, we passed each other 3 or 4 times, you know, battling back and forth, and it's racing, so it was good.
Got a decent start, came out third, and them guys were running an awesome pace, and you know, I was just watching them, and Josh Creamer passed me, I got him back, and I was watching the guys in front pass, and man, it was just a heck of a race, you know, and I'm like, something's going to happen up front, and I just kind of held in there, and yep, something happened up front, and I'm lucky I got second. I had some good luck, but I'll take it.
In Moto 2, Josh Creamer, you were once again in a battle with Doug and Dustin Wimmer and Joe Bird, the whole crew of you, and back and forth, and then in the end, what happened?
Yeah, it was a tight-knit race. All 4 of us came out, and my Kawasaki got me out in 4th, and you know, we were back and forth. I got by Doug, he got back by me, and then I passed him again. I put a little bit of a distance between us, and I was just kind of sitting back watching Wimmer and Bird go at it. They were pretty tight-knit race, and I mean, it was a little bit of rubbing going on. And finally I got up on him, made a move after Joe kind of pushed Wimmer off the track a little bit, and I got by Wimmer. He ended up passing me, you know, not but a couple of corners later, and it was like that pretty much the rest of the race. I just watched those guys back and forth, and last lap I snuck in, got by Wimmer again, and I passed Bird and ended up getting pushed off one of the jumps a little bit, so I had to get out, and we went over the last jump 3 wide and just came in the last corner, and I don't know what happened. Just seemed like bikes slowed down that shouldn't have slowed down, but I got a little tangled up, and what would have been a podium finish ended up being a 9th place finish, but it is what it is. It was an awesome race, and my Kawasaki couldn't have worked any better.
I'm here with Joe Bird. Joe, after the first moto, I didn't think it could get any better in the second, but it surely did. There was an incredible battle going on with you, Dustin Wimmer, Josh Creamer, and Doug Gus all battling back and forth. You took the lead down on the pro section. You were able to take a line on Dustin and take over that lead early in the race.
Yeah, I actually passed him. He passed me back. I passed him. He passed me back, and then I finally passed him, and I had good racing going. Me and him had some good, clean racing. It was a lot of fun. I like racing like that.
You know, and then it was back and forth. I think even at one point Josh Creamer took over a spot. I guess you were in front though. It was so many position changes.
Yeah, everything was good till the finish line turn when I got taken out, but that's part of it, I guess.
What happened? I mean, you came into the turn. I mean, it was hot on the heels. Were you setting up to take the inside?
Well, obviously, you're not going to get past if you're on the inside, especially for that turn. I just wanted to protect my line, and I knew the line I was going to take wasn't the fastest line, but it was the safest line, and I had 15 feet to go, and Creamer never checked up and just took me out. You know, he has no shot at the championship, and his teammate does, so I don't know if that's how they want to try to win championships or what they want to do, but that's a $3 or $4 million effort trying to go against me with a shoestring budget, and, you know, if that's the way they are, then I don't want part of them.
You know, it definitely was a heated battle in the end. It's tough the way it came out, but all in all, was it a pretty good weekend for you?
It was going to be a good weekend. I had that win. Everybody there knows it. But Kawasaki was riding the way they were riding, and they took me out. You know, it's what goes around comes around, and you know, that might have taken me out of the championship. Dustin Wimmer got to hand me there, and he's got a big lead now. And it really sucks.
You know, Joe, it's a rough day. I mean, Chad Wheaton had a rough day too in the first moto. There's still 2 rounds left. Anything can still happen. It's still about a 30-point gap, and you got 2 rounds remaining.
Yeah, that's right. But this was mine, and you hate sucking that up, you know. And yeah, there is 4 more motos to go, and anything can happen. Me and Wheaton are really close, and we just got to dig deep and see what happens. And you never know. Dustin could have some bad luck, but it's not likely. They got a good program, and he's a strong rider.
Well, I wish you luck at Redbud.
Thank you.